How do you talk to your kids about death? It's never easy when someone you love dies, whether that's a great-grandparent or a family pet. And if you've had a death in your family recently, I send you my sincere condolences. If this is your children's first encounter with death, you're gonna have to figure out a way to explain it, and in my opinion, honesty is the best policy. Death is a natural part of life. Everything that lives dies: flowers, plants, animals, and even us humans. And if you can explain it calmly that way to your children, they'll have a fine time understanding. The biggest thing I like to keep in mind is don't make it scary. If you talk about a pet or a person's passing as a dramatic event that's the most horrible thing in the world, then children will start to have big fears about death. So I like to use simple, clear explanations. You can say, we loved this person or pet very much, and they were a beautiful part of our family, but their body did not work very well anymore, and so they've died, which means they won't be around anymore. Feel free to give your child lots of hugs and snuggles as you talk about this, and it's okay to tell them about how you're feeling as well. If you're feeling angry or sad or confused, you can tell them that. It'll help your children process their emotions as well, and will show them that those emotional responses are a natural part of losing someone they love. Now let's talk about follow-up questions. I think sometimes we grown-ups have trouble talking to our kids about death specifically because we're nervous about how to answer any questions they might have. So here are a few things that you can say if they ask the following. Question: what comes next? Well, we'll have a funeral or a memorial, which is a scheduled time that family and friends can come together and remember the person who's died. Some people might make nice speeches, or you can talk about the person who's died and everybody remembers them. Where are they now? If you believe in an afterlife or a heaven, this is the time to tell your children about that, or you can just explain where their body is physically. For example, they're buried at a cemetery and we can go visit the gravesite, or their body's been cremated and they're in an urn, or they've been cremated and we've scattered their ashes at a significant place. Will I see them again? No. What happened to their body? It was buried or cremated, and cremated means that their body was burned and made into ashes. Are you gonna die? Yes, everyone dies, but hopefully I won't die until I'm very, very old. Am I going to die? Yes, everyone dies, but hopefully it won't be until you're very, very old, and I'm going to do everything I can to keep you safe and healthy. Does it hurt? I don't know. When answering your children's questions, it's okay to say, I don't know. Nobody knows everything, and in my opinion, it's better to be honest and say, I don't know, than to make up something just to have something to say. And after you've spoken to your children about your loved one's passing, sometimes it's nice to do something physical to remember them by. Like making a small token to remember them by painting a little rock and putting it in a corner of your garden or around your house. You could collect pictures of them and make it into a photo album, or draw pictures of them and hang them up on your wall. And I know talking about death with your kids is one of those hard life conversations that can just feel impossible. But in my experience, if you're open and honest about the process and your emotions, your kids will be able to understand and be able to process it and won't be too fearful. So those are my thoughts for today. I hope this video was helpful. If you have experience talking to kids about death, please let me know how it went in the comments below. And I've linked a few articles that I found online in the description that might help you talk to your kids about this subject. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want more videos from me. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you next time. Bye!